Deep concerns are being raised in Ukraine as construction of a new nuclear repository in Chernobyl gets underway. However, officials insist that it's key to boosting the region's economy. The facility is huge, taking up an area equal to almost 64 football fields in size, and it will utilize waste from Ukraine's nuclear facilities. And the government plans to bring it into full operation by 2020. However, Ukraine won't be the only country using the site, as the US plans to utilize its nuclear waste there as well. And Washington is now even giving Ukraine a $260 million credit to help to build the repository. But there are major concerns, however. Chernobyl, of course, is where the world's worst nuclear catastrophe took place in 1986. And critics in neighboring states like Poland and Slovakia have also expressed concern over the possible environmental impact of storing the nuclear waste. It's also only some 100 kilometers from the capital, Kiev, home to almost 3 million people. And there are Ukrainian activists who are raising the alarm.
Significant safety risks for the whole of Europe as numerous violations of international rules and standards are observed. The decision to build the facility was taken without a proper environmental impact assessment and public consultation with the residents.
Well, the decision to use the Chernobyl exclusion zone for nuclear storage was made back in 2002, according to Ukrainian officials. However, the project was approved only 12 years later. We spoke to nuclear power expert Paul Gunter. He says the new facility poses a risk not only to Ukraine, but to other parts of Europe as well.
Ukraine is not in a unique position, but it clearly reflects how nuclear power worldwide has never been fully thought through with what to do with the waste. And now the situation is complicated by the fact that Ukraine finds itself on the front line of a conflict zone where all this nuclear waste is certainly vulnerable and a growing concern for not only security of Ukraine but of the region. A catastrophe, as we know from Chernobyl, can be global. And clearly when we're talking about the consolidation of all of the more than a dozen nuclear reactors in Ukraine into one location, that's a serious security issue as well as an environmental issue.
And coming up next year on RT International, the challenges faced by students whose education debts are weighing far too heavily on their future. It's RT International.